Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. As promised, this is the video to my Waakye Stew. And remember, I'm still Hajiome Cooper for you for the purpose of this Waakye recipe. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So first of all, you have to wash your meat. And me use ukotodwe kakra, goat meat kakra, yemuadea kakra, and oxtail and so kakra. So for seasoning, I'm using onion, garlic, scotch bonnet, ginger, pepper, hwentia. Oh, and by the way, do you know the scientific word for hwentia is Xylopia ethiopica? I know, right? But you're sure, there. Spices where you okra, PhD in law and economics. This is not your regular spices, but you know what? For the sake of humanity, please let us stick to hwentia, and I'll list down below the rest of the seasonings that I used. Okay, so next I just seasoned my fish. I'm using tilapia with salt and I fried it. And if I may, the secret to the perfect Waakye stew really depends on the amount of onions that you use. Yes, and you wish to use as much as you can. So for this, I also fried some onions, especially like additional onions, which I blended with these ones. And I used a lot of onions, garlic, and also again scotch bonnet. So this mixture is going to be the base for my Waakye stew. And in the meantime, I fried the rest of the goat meat and the oxtail and the fish. And then I started with my stew. And I'm using the same oil just to retain the flavor of the meat and, everything that comes with it. So I first added my onions and then I added the mixture for the Waakye sauce that I mentioned earlier, and then I stir it. So you stir it for a while, and at some point you have to add your tomato paste. Additionally, I added some bay leaves and seasoned it with Maggie cube and just some salt to taste as well. So each time I'm cooking tomato stew, because the tomato takes quite some time to actually cook properly, I will always cook my tomatoes on the side so that when you mix everything together, it doesn't really take long, and also it doesn't make a mess in the kitchen. So what I did was to use some of the candied tomatoes and I boiled it for a while. Just make sure that it doesn't get burned, because sometimes it happens to me. So just keep an eye on that, and then after your the mixture of your onions and garlic, everything is like done, you mix it together with the cooked tomatoes. So remember, if you go through this process, your cooking process doesn't really take as long as it would have. So it's shorter, you get time to do other stuff. And here I added some seasoning I got on the market from Ghana. I believe it's a mixture of, a bunch of stuff that the market woman gave me. It's really good. I can't remember what she really had in there, but yeah, I use it always and it works for me. So at this point, I added my fried meat. So essentially, I just added the kotodwe, the goat meat, yemuadea, and our oxtail. Okay, so at the end, you have to add your nutmeg just to give it like a nice flavor. And I remember when I started cooking, So I grew up partly with my grandma, and I asked her, so when do I know when the stew is done? And she mentioned that if the oil sits on top of the stew, that means that your stew is done. So yeah, essentially I'm giving it to you. My grandmom's kind of tip: if the oil sits on top of your stew, you know that you're good to go. So traditionally, waakye is also served with gari or manioc. So I just have some of it and I mix it with water, and then you just add some of your the oil of your waakye stew, just to give it this reddish kind of color. And also remember, we are retaining and maintaining the flavor throughout the whole dish, right? So waakye is also served with spaghetti and shito and avocado. If you don't have shito, you can also do your waakye stew with lots of pepper, and you are good to go, I think. So I served my waakye just as you will get it in Ghana, on leaves. And I believe this is a very environmentally friendly way of lifestyle. Shout out to Ghana. Woo woo. Anyways, it also comes with salad and kokwayache with boiled eggs and the gari and the spaghetti and everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you later on. Bye.